Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Skyrim Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Falkreath Treehouse Alchemist Edition mod, which is being released by user Queen Academy, and based off the original Falkreath Treehouse made by user Sindal. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is, well, a glorious new player home treehouse, which is just outside of Falkreath, as the name might suggest. And this thing is a pretty beautiful little home that, I gotta admit, I wasn't sure if I'd like or not when I first saw it, but being a fan of RPing your characters, I fell in love with it, with the idea of playing some sort of a naturalist, alchemist character, maybe a druid, something like that. It's just a cool player home for those styles of play. So let's take a look at what all we do get here with this lovely new home, starting with where exactly to find it. Well, I mean, we did just say it's by Falkreath, but more specifically, if we go to the map, it is just to the north of Falkreath, where you actually get two nice new map icons that you have available to you from the very start of the game, so you can fast travel right over here to enjoy your new home. And it sits just up on a nice hilltop overlooking the town, where it's sort of split into three areas. You have the main entrance on the ground, where you've got a nice stump to sit on, and of course the rope ladder to go up top. Now when you do that, you're greeted by the crafting platform, where you've got most of the different crafting stations you need, and everything you need for making weapons and armor, as well as a lot of storage. Now then, across the bridge, we've got the main house for the treehouse, where outside there's a lot of nice planters with different plants that you can harvest there. Very cool. And heading on inside, you have the bedroom slash kitchen slash kind of also another work area, where you do have an alchemy workbench as well as an enchanting workbench built into this whole thing, which is pretty cool. And all of it together is just so well made and nicely decorated. I love every bit of it. It's just gorgeous. So let's take a look at each of those areas individually in a bit more detail, starting with the downstairs here on the ground, where, like I said, we've got the rope ladder here that'll take you up, and this little, oh god, a thief that's just here interrupting my video. Dude, I I don't have time for this. And boom! He's gone. Excellent. How dare you interrupt my mod video? Alright, so back to this. We have the lovely little stump, which is a ledge that you can sit on. So if we go into third person here and contemplate over the man we just murdered, there we are. We can have a nice little sit on this stump with the flowers behind us. It's just a nice, fun little addition. Not the most useful thing ever, but, you know, just a cool little thing if you're looking for a nice screenshot or, again, RPing your character. So let's head on up the rope ladder here and go back into first person, open to Skyrim, where we are greeted by the first platform, which is sort of your main crafting area. Now, around the tree, we do have another planter here, which has a load of things for you to harvest, from some nice giant lichen to some nightshade, etc., all surrounded by a bench that you can also sit on here. Very cool. So you can, again, just sort of sit down and contemplate what you've done in the game, or, you know, do console commands to change the weather back to nicer. Excellent. Now you can see right there across from our bench, we've got a lovely little wooden throne, as well as some nice planters for you to plant your own things in if you want to grow something more specific. Now, on the right-hand side here, we also do have a load of different bits of storage for various materials. We've got an armor box there, we've got a weapon box, we've got an ingot one, an ore one, and a pelt one, and I think there's... oh yeah, no, that was the last of the storage over here. And in between that, we have the different customized crafting areas, where we've got this here as our smelter. We've also got this anvil as our smithy. And we have a pretty standard workbench servicing as well our workbench. and of course a tanning rack as well. So you've got everything you need here for smelting ores, creating your weapons and armor, and upgrading them quite nicely. And it's all very well put together. We then have another planter here for you to grow more things in. Very nice. A number of more things we can harvest, such as Dragon Bell and a Lavender, or Dragon's Tongue, rather, and Lavender there. And another fun little feature here is if, you don't feel like sleeping in the main bedroom and want to sleep amongst the stars, well, you can go right here to this basket and roll out a bedroll. And if we click this, well, there we go. We have a nice bedroll where we can sleep out here under the tree and the stars. It's kind of cool. I like that little feature, and there's a few other things like that in here, which is pretty cool. So let's roll that back up and head across the bridge, where we've got the exterior area full of all sorts of more things you can harvest, from glowing mushrooms, red mountain flower, to over here we've got, some torch bugs in jars, more dragon's tongue, just loads of little things all over the place for any alchemist-style character. And we also do have a shrine to Kinnereth here, and boy, does the weather really not want to work with me today here. Let's keep it nice and bright and clear. Excellent. And yeah, it's just a cool little place. I really do enjoy all of the little details. And then, of course, we do have our door here, which is just a series of shutters opening right up, where we have some sort of, I don't know, dream catcher thing of some kind, where we can enter into our bedroom and just, look at how well this place is decorated. I absolutely love it. Now, along with these shutter doors, we do have shutter windows we can open as well, let the light and the breeze in. Very neat there. And just a lot of stuff. Oh, forgot about that shutter. Perfect. So we could actually kind of see Falkreath out the window there. Lovely. But let's start on the right-hand side and sort of work our way around. So right here on the right, we have a cupboard. Again, we can open up. And you can see we can search and store dairy in here. Let's shut that down. We also have a mushroom thing right here for storage. We then have a search for berry storage there. We have a table where we can actually do the place settings for. If we interact with it there, we can, set a nice little plate with a mug and all, which is pretty cool. And of course, you can put it back away by unsetting the table. And then over here, we do have our cooking pot, another nice custom one. It looks like a little bit of a texture glitch there, but all in all, it looks pretty darn neat. And we can, if we actually aim more up here towards the utensils, we can turn off the actual light of the grill or turn it back on, or of course, use this for our cooking. All very nicely put together there. I do enjoy it. Now, we do also have that rack of stuff there where we can store some meat. Just got loads of nice decorations all along here. We've got a search vegetables there, a lovely little purely aesthetic planter box right here. We then have this main workstation where we have potion storage. We've got soul gem storage. And, of course, our custom alchemy lab right here, and a custom arcane enchanter right here. All very cool. We have another interaction spot. If I go into third person so you can actually see the animation, we have a book on the floor where if we interact, there we go. We can sit there with our book, just doing a little studying. Very nice. If you are in first person, it just kind of looks weird, but in third person, it looks quite nice. Now, besides that, moving on from the right to left, we have another sort of storage thing here for robes, clothes, armor, and whatnot. We have our nice bed there, our shutters, and another bit for scroll storage, and a traveler gear other storage here. So we've got loads of storage, loads of just amazing aesthetic things all over the place. Every kind of crafting station you could need, except for a grindstone, and loads of planters for you to get your ingredients for. This is a perfect player home for any sort of alchemist character, druid character, what have you. It's just very well put together with loads of neat little things like the bedroll, the books, and just all in all, a lovely home. And that's really all there is to go over with this thing. It's a great little thing, very well put together, and just gorgeous. And if you'd like to have a look at it for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual, my friends. But that is going to be it for this episode today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, and you do come back for the next one. Hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.